Okay, so fine. So we discussed all these DDL concepts yesterday. So what is the purpose of DDL? Anyone? Can you hear me? No?
To
Yes or
define the
no?
structure of the table.
Okay, to define any database object structure. Okay, so for example, if you are constructing a building, okay, so that building construction can be done by DDL. Understood now? So only that building structure I'm talking. Okay, so that building structure. Same way here, the table structure can be done by DDL. Okay, so now, so once the table structure is ready, so what you can do, you can load the data into your table. So what was our requirement? So we were discussing to store the bank data into our database. So anyhow, our database is nothing but getting stored by in the format of table. So we need to create a table. Okay, so yesterday we created a table, and of course I think that is got dropped, I think yesterday. Let's connect again. Okay, so how to connect? Once you open SQL developer or Toad, it will ask you like this. Okay, so I'm giving some connection name to just remember that page or to that connection. Okay, so today's class is DML, so I'm just giving DML session. Okay, and what is the username? Here it was sys, and the password is also sys. Okay, role is sysdba. Okay, so now you can give all these details, and if you want, you can test the connection, then click on connect. Okay, so this is connected. It will open a new page with our connection name. Okay, let's wait. It's taking little time, I guess, for today. Yeah, it's open. Okay, so I'm picking a new worksheet with connection of DML session, which we give a name. Click on OK. So now it is opened. Okay, but actually by default it will get open. So due to some reasons, because this there is a session already in open, so it's not. Okay, so now, so I'm just trying to create the same table. So what we created yesterday. Okay, same, create table, some table name followed by column names. For every column name, I mentioned data type. So means which type of data I'm storing in that column. Okay, selected that statement and executing using control plus enter. Control enter. Okay, let me drag. You can see the message table cust info created, right? So if you want, you can check the structure, but not required. Okay, it's already created, right? Yesterday we already verified. So how to check? But I can assume now, not assume. Definitely it's created. The message came, right? So it's created. So now what I have to do? So yesterday we discussed how to define the structure. If you want to do any alterations, you can do. If you want to change the names, you can change the column names and table name. If you don't want the table itself, you can drop also. So these are all the things you can do. You can do by using DDL. So that is done yesterday, right? So now table is there. Now I want to store some data in the table. Okay, so just remember this statement as of now. We'll discuss about this statement in the next class. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to see the data in the table. Okay, I'm trying to see what is there in the table. Okay, selecting data from a table called cust info, which we now created. Okay, so what is selecting? Select means nothing, you know, right? English word select means the same selecting. I'm selecting all data from cust info table. That's it. Okay, we'll discuss in depth about this select statement in next class, but as of now I'm just using it, executing using control enter. Okay, you can see this result. No data. Only column names are coming. No data. Because just now we created the table, there is no data. Okay. So now we are going to insert new data. Okay. To insert any new records, what we have to do? We have to use which statement? Yesterday we discussed. What is that? Insert. Okay. To insert any, to write or to load any new record, then we have to use this insert command. Okay, so I'm inserting data into which table? Cust info table. Okay, cust info table. Now I'm passing the values. Okay, I opened and closed the braces and semicolon at the end of statement. Now I have to pass the values to cust info table. Okay, so what is the first column in cust info table? So I have to pass the values in the same sequence how I have columns in my table. Okay, so in my table, first column is customer ID. So I am passing value for customer ID column. Done. Now, second thing is customer name, right? So I'm passing customer name Ram. Okay, so third column is account opened date. Okay, let me pass 01 Jan 2008. It's clear? Any confusion in this statement? Anyone? Yes or
No,
no?
sir.
No, right? I'm executing. Let's see what will happen. What I'm trying to do actually, I'm trying to insert a new record 101 customer ID, name Ram and his date. Okay, control enter. Good. We got one error here. Please read that error and tell me what is happening. Okay, see, these are all fine. Just come to the error report. Okay, what is the error report? It is telling column not allowed here. Okay, column not allowed here. Which column? Which value? Something you are passing wrong. That's it. Okay, so remember always. Okay, remember always. So here, actually, this is the date, right? And you are separating each value with hyphen, right? 01 Jan. You are separating with hyphen symbol there. So this is just like a becoming different value. So what I'm doing now, I'm just keeping it in single quotes. Now let's see what will happen. I'm executing it again, but before that, I will clear this output, whatever we got till now. Okay. Now let me execute it again. Now see, one more error. Okay, but again it is same. Fine, no problem. I'll tell you why this error is coming, but I'm just keeping this blindly in single quotes. Okay, I kept RAM in single quotes and the date also in single quote. Now executing, it's a different error now. What is that? Value too large for column. You can read this message. Okay, value is too large for column. Sys is, what is the sys? Sys is the username, right? We logged in as sys, right? Sys dot cust info table dot customer name. Okay, actual size is 3. Okay, RAM is how many characters now? 3 characters, but it will allow maximum 1 character. Okay, so what does that mean? Let me check the structure of this cust info. CUSTINFO, right? Let's see. See the structure of this cust info table, which we created just now. See, customer name column, data type is char. And what is the size came here?
1.
1. Yesterday we discussed, right? So when you are not specifying any size for char data type, by default, it will take as a 1. Okay. See, if you see here, while creating this table, here at the char data type, I have not mentioned any size. So by default, it took as 1. So now the error came as for this column, whatever the value you are passing, that is too large. Of course, I'm passing value RAM, first customer name column. RAM size actually is 3, but maximum it will allow 1. Understood? Understood the error, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now question is what I have to do. What I have to do? what will be the
Yeah.
next step? Sorry, come again.
Maximum size increase చేసుకోవాలి సార్.
Okay, so how can I increase?
క్యారెక్టర్ దగ్గర
How can I increase? We discussed yesterday, no? You can increase or decrease the size, or you can change the data type also using what? Alteration, right? Alter is the state command. Okay, which what I'm altering? A table.
టేబుల్
Which table? Cust info. Okay, and what is the operation? Modify. Okay, so what I'm going to modify? I'm going to modify a column called customer name.
కస్టమర్ నేమ్.
Okay, if you want, you can change the data type also, or you can keep the same data type, no problem. Okay, I'm giving the size now as a 12. Is clear?
ఎస్ సార్.
Okay, I'm increasing the size, same data type, but I'm increasing the size. If you want, you can change the data type also. Okay, that is the use of modify option with alter. Now I'm executing this. Table altered successfully. If you want, you can check the structure again, which we discussed already yesterday. Okay, see, same char data type, but the size became as now 12 instead of 1. Okay, now I'm just going to execute this insert statement again. Control enter. You can see the message now. One row inserted successfully. Okay, last error you understood, so that is belongs to size issue. Now before that error we got another 2 errors, right? What are the 2 means? When that error came, what I did, I kept these 2 values ram and date in single quotes, right? So why I have to keep these values in single quotes? Okay, so ram is case sensitive. Okay, ram is case sensitive. What is meant by case sensitive? Okay, see, how can I write ram? This is I written like this. How I written? All in capital letters, right? Also I can write the same value like this also, right? All in small letters. Okay, same way I can write like this also. First letter capital, remaining smalls, right? I can write in these 3 ways. One value I can write in 3 ways. Yes or no? Okay, so this is called uppercase. Okay, this is called lowercase. This is called initial letter capital case. Okay, init cap. Any confusion on this? Any confusion on this?
నో సార్.
Okay, so every value, I mean every data, anything, Kumar, Himaja, Surya, any name or any data, Hyderabad, Bangalore, any data, I'm telling, only telling data value I'm telling. Okay, so nothing but a character data is a case sensitive. Okay, case sensitive because same value I can write in 3 different ways, right? Same value, but I'm writing in 3 different ways. So that's why it is sensitive. So I just want to keep as it is. Okay, I just want to keep as it is. Simply to say I'm locking that. Okay, I'm protecting that case as it is by keeping that in single quotes. Okay, why I have to keep that in single quotes? Because data is case sensitive. I'm just protecting that value case as it is by keeping that in single quotes. Okay, so now onwards remember, anytime wherever you are writing any any data value, so how you need to write? You have to keep that value definitely in single quotations.
సింగిల్ కోట్.
Okay, clear now? Why I have to keep that data value in single quotes? Because data is case sensitive. Okay, data is case sensitive. So what we have to do? We have to keep that value in single quotes. So clear, right? Okay, how about the date? For date also I written single quotes. Yes, but the date is not a case sensitive, right? Okay, but date is not a case sensitive, but date is format sensitive. What is meant by format? Anyone? So we have to keep date value in single quotes. Okay, what is format sensitive? Okay, format means I return this date value like this. Okay, what is this date value now? 01 Jan 2008. Can I write the same value like this? 01, okay, 01, okay, 2008. Okay, other way also I can write like this, right? Jan, okay, 01 2008. Other way also I can write, right? 2008, okay, 01 Jan. Okay, so like this you can write this date value in different formats. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how I am writing this date value? The value has to be as it is. Okay, so I'm keeping that value in single quotes, same way like a data. Okay, I'm keeping that value in single quotes to protect that format as it is. Okay, so I have to keep the single quotes now for date, because date is a format sensitive, so we have to keep that value in single quotes. Okay, and the data also is a case sensitive, so we have to keep that value also in single quotes. Is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so anyone is having confusion till there? No, right? So now onwards, wherever you are seeing any date value or character values, you have to keep that in single quotes. It's clear, right? Okay, now let me take this insert statement down. Okay, so we inserted one record, right? I just want to see that data, whether it is inserted successfully or not. Okay, select complete data from table cust info. Okay, I'm selecting this statement and executing using control enter. Right, you can see this statement, sorry, you can see this record 101 ram and followed by the date. Is clear? Now what I'm doing, I'm trying to insert one more record into the same table. Okay, one more record into the same table, 102. Okay, 102 followed by Sam. Okay, and if you want you can change the date also. Let me keep it as a 2009. Okay, this is fine, same like a first statement only. This is fine, you can execute it, right? But what I'm doing now, I'm just simply changing it. Okay, how I'm changing? Like this. So what will happen if I write like this? Is it right or wrong? Okay, for your purpose, I'm just writing all the column names in the same sequence how we have in the table. What is the first column in our table? Customer ID, and the second column is customer name, and the last column is account date, something. Okay, like these three columns we have. So now when I'm inserting the first record, like this, customer ID I passed 101, customer name Ram, account date this. Now the second thing I'm trying to insert like this, 102 customer ID, and customer name is what? I'm passing a date for customer name, and for date I'm passing name. Is it meaningful? Is it
No, sir.
meaningful? No, right? Okay, I'm trying to execute it. Let's see what will happen. See, what is the error? A non-numeric, okay, a non-numeric character was found where a numeric was expected. Okay, so it is expecting a numeric value where for date here, but a non-numeric character is coming. Okay, nothing but Sam. It's clear, right? So what you understand now? You should pass the values accordingly how you have columns in your table. Okay, so you should map your values with your table columns sequence. Means what is the first column in the table? Pass that
Customer.
value same way. Second column same value. Third column, remember, pass the value for third column only. Don't mismatch it. Understood? Now, what I'm doing? So for your purpose, what I'm writing? Error. Okay, good. So now, what I'm going to do? Same statement, but this time error was with what? Sam, right? So I'm passing 09 September 2014 or 13, whatever. So what will happen now? Anyone? What will happen now? Understood what I'm asking?
Yes,
Understood my
sir.
question? Yeah, what will happen now? I'm passing values like this. First column customer ID, I'm passing 102. Second column customer name, I'm passing date. Third column something date value, I'm passing date. So anything wrong in this?
Yes, sir. Customer name.
sir. Customer-
Error వస్తుంది.
Okay. So second column customer name, right? So I'm passing a date. Okay. What is the second column data type we gave?
Character.
Char. Sorry. Char. Char is the data type, right? We can see this. That time we gave it as a char, right? So means it will expect characters. Number means it will expect numbers. Date means it will expect dates. Okay. Now let's try what will happen. Control enter. But what is the message you got now?
Non-numerical characters.
No. What is the message you got now?
One row
Latest
inserted.
message, one row inserted successfully. Means what happened? Let's see this data. Now check the data. 102 customer name, date came. Okay, it is accepting date also. What is the data type we gave for this customer name? Char. Okay, which means it will accept character values. Okay, but now it is taking dates also, right? So that
Yes, sir.
means you understand now, right? When you specify data type as a char, it will allow characters as well as dates as well as numbers. Okay, so if you specify char as the data type or varchar2 as the data type, okay, so these are all same family, char, varchar and all. We'll discuss again in next class, but as of now, remember, next time I will ask you. Okay, when you specify char data type, so that will allow characters, dates, numbers also. So clear? That's why no error came and date value inserted successfully for customer name column. Okay, of course, data is wrong, but successfully inserted. Is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, success because char data type allows date and number also. Okay, clear now? Now this time we'll try with a different thing. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, I don't know the name. Okay, otherwise let's see this way. I know the name. Okay, I'm trying to insert a new customer 103 and his name is, let's take as a Raz. Okay, let's take it as a Raz. Okay, and but I don't know the date when he opened the account. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So I'm trying to execute. What happened? What is the error now? What is the error?
Not enough values.
Okay, not enough values. What does that mean? What does that mean? Values are not enough. Values are not enough. How many values actually we have to pass?
3.
3, because we have 3 columns in table. We have 3 columns in table, so we should pass values for all those 3 columns. But we are passing only 2 values, so values are not enough. So what I have to do? But you can pass third value, so it will be fine. But the problem is I don't know that date value. Understood my problem, right?
Yes, sir.
So what I have to do? So if you don't know the value, no problem. You can just pass this. Okay, NULL. Understood? NULL you can pass. You can write this NULL in caps or in smalls, however you want, because it's a keyword. Okay, it's not a character. It's a, of course, NULL is a text, but it's a Oracle reserved keyword, like a insert, into, create, like that. NULL also a Oracle word. Okay, so not required any single quotes or something. Okay, what will happen if we write single quotations for this NULL? It will become as a text. Okay, it will become as a text. I'll show you what will happen. See, error came. You know about this error. A non-numeric character was found where a numeric was expected. So means for date value, we are passing NULL as a text. Okay, so don't keep single quotations to null or any Oracle reserved keywords. Okay, so now I'm executing again without single quotations to the null. You can observe this message, one row inserted successfully. If you want, you can see this data. See what happened. 103 Raz. What is the output to this?
Null.
Null. Okay, null means what? Null means nothing. As of now, just remember, null means nothing. There is nothing. It is not equal to space. It's not a space. It's not a blank. Okay, it's not equal to 0. It's not equal to any specific character. Okay, understood, right? Okay, null means what?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay, it's not equal to 0 or any specific character. Remember, okay, it's not equal to 0 or any specific character, or it's not equal to space or blank. Okay, we can't define the value for null. That's it. Clear now? We'll discuss again about null wherever it will come into the picture. Okay, as of now, I've given you a brief about null. Now it's clear, right? So what I'm going to do the next time I'm trying to insert one more record. Okay, I'm trying to insert one more record, but I don't know the date. So how you will do? You will pass NULL, right? So I'm passing. This time I also don't know the name. If you don't know the name, what you have to do? You have to pass
Null.
same NULL. Okay, but if you, instead of passing NULL null, you can also do this: open quotes, close quotes immediately. Okay, otherwise I'll tell you other because you may think it's a character, that's why you are putting single quotes. No. Okay, let me do one name. Okay, Ras, and here what I'm writing, number I don't know. Okay, what I'm doing, I'm opening a quotes and closing it immediately. There is no space or something in between quotes. Okay, just open and close the quotes. Clear? So it is also equal to null. One more row inserted successfully. You can check the data. See what happened? For customer ID also null, for date also null. It's clear, right?
Yes,
Any
sir.
confusion? So if you don't know any value to pass, then you can write there NULL null, or just open and close the
Single
quotation.
quotes.
Clear now? Fine. Now, how many columns we have right now in our table?
3.
3 columns. Okay. Imagine I have now 100 columns in my table. Okay. How many? 100 columns I have in my table. So we have 3 columns now. We know easily, we can remember, okay, what is the first column, what is the second column, and what is the third column. But if we have 100 columns in your table, is it possible to remember all those columns in the order?
No, sir.
Definitely not possible. Okay, it's also difficult to pass the values in the same sequence, right? For all those 100 columns, definitely we'll get the errors. It will take 2-3 days for us definitely to fix that. So what we can do, we can write it in a different way now. When you don't know all the columns in the sequence, okay, when you don't know all the columns in a order or in the sequence, okay, so then what you can do, I'm writing like this: insert into table name. Okay. So before writing a keyword values, write all the column names. Okay. Write all the column names for which you want to pass the values. Okay. Write all the column names for which you want to pass the values in any order. No problem. Okay. It's not about your table columns order. You can write in any order, no problem. For example, here we have just 3 columns, right? So in 3 columns also, I don't know the sequence. Okay. So what I'm writing? First, I'm writing customer name, and then I'm writing, what is that column name? Account opened date. Okay. And followed by the last column is customer ID. Okay. But actually, this is not the sequence in our table, right? It's a different sequence. But I remember the columns, but I don't know the sequence. So then what I written?